Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in. This video, as you can see, is going to be a little different than what we've been doing. This one isn't going to be so much of an art lesson as it is more a little bit behind the scenes of comics. Now what we're looking at here is a folder. Recently, while cleaning out some stuff, I came across this folder full of some of my notes, sketches, things that I did for Archie Comics while I was working for them. Now, if you're a member of the Fans of Archie Comics Facebook page, you've seen me post some of the stuff that I found in here. And if you're not a member and if you like Archie Comics, I would recommend the Fans of Archie Comics Facebook page run by my buddy Adam Alamo. Not only are the members there very cool, but to me it's one of the best forums for Archie fans out there because it's totally independent and unlike the official Archie Facebook page, they're not going to mind if you say something that's critical or even negative. You could really speak your mind and call them as you see them on there. So that's the Fans of Archie Facebook page. A lot of the members there. I'm an active member there. Some of the guys there, Mark Goldberg, Sean Allen, my buddy Sean Brady, Rob O'Brien. How could I forget Rob? A lot of these guys are not just fans, but now I consider them personal friends. So hey guys, I hope you're watching this. Okay, so let's see. Some of this stuff I haven't looked at either, so we might be discovering this stuff together. What we're looking at here is a character sketch early on for the character of Raj Patel. Now, if anybody, Raj is kind of one of the lesser characters at Archie. He's basically Archie's Indian friend. And you could see I did some sketches. This is very early on for Raj, so he looks a little different than how he ultimately would appear in print. You may also notice there was my name for Raj, which was Kiran. When I was assigned the job of coming up with an Indian friend for Archie, me knowing nothing about the culture of India, I sought out one of my students whose name happened to be Kiran, and he was a young man from India. Actually, he was from Canada, but he was of Indian descent, and he became my guru for Indian culture and my guide to making Raj a little bit more believable. So I named the character Kiran after him. There's another shot of Kiran, or the future Raj. And there is Raj's dad, and you can see his name was VJ as I submitted it. I came up with Raj, and I gave him a family. And I came up with a whole backstory for them. And I submitted them along with these sketches that you're seeing here. And there we're seeing, that was Raj's sister, Tina. Oh, I believe they changed her name too. So the whole Patel family, which was originally named Singh, everyone underwent a name change after I submitted them to Archie Comics. So this is Raj's sister, Tina. That's Raj as he starts getting a little bit closer to how he ultimately looked. And you can see I was playing with his hairstyles somewhat. And there's Raj. I guess by now his name was finalized. And there's his dad. He became Dr. Ravi Patel. Okay, what else do we have in here? An unfinished sketch of Raj's dad. Now this is something interesting. Here's a cover sketch for for, it looks to be an issue of, we have a note up there, cover idea for Betty and Veronica, number 234, a battle royale. A lot of times these cover sketches, the covers, the editor, at the time it was Victor Gorelick, he'd ask me, he'd say that he needed cover ideas. Sometimes it would be for a particular issue. Sometimes the story had been written and he wanted a cover that related to the story. So he would ask me, you know, come up with, he'd give me the script if the script had been written, and he'd tell me to come up with a handful of cover ideas. Now, I don't remember if this was the cover that was chosen. Here's another sketch. Incidentally, if you, the backs of these pages, if you've noticed, these are Archie Xeroxes. Archie always, they Xeroxed everything. Every page, everything that was ever published, they made a Xerox of. And when they were done, generally, they would just throw these Xeroxes out. So they really had mountains and mountains of paper that was just going to go to waste. So they always let me just grab as many of those pages as possible. And I did. I always helped myself to stacks of those papers because I knew I would be able to use them for sketches like this. So I don't think this one was chosen. What are we looking at here? Oh, that's just blank. This looks like it's another cover sketch. And these cover sketches, they never had to be super neat, so I would just scribble them out very loosely. So if I, you know, the dialogue I would write. And generally for every, and this is for a story called A Warming Effect. And I don't really remember a whole lot about that. This looks like another version. Generally, whenever I was asked for cover ideas, I usually did about 3 versions for each cover that I was asked for. This looks like this is for a story, Backstage Pass. And usually I was mostly asked for, here's another cover sketch. This is for a little Archie story. This one I believe I had posted on Fans of Archie not that long ago. Now here you can see this is an actual script. This is the script to, what is this a script for? Oh, it's actually a script to the Ultimates, a Marvel comic. This must have been one of my test scripts when I was trying out for Marvel. So you could see what a Marvel script looks like. That's different. And this is an Archie script. Now, in this case, this is an Archie script that I wrote. Now, Archie scripts, and nowadays, since they've, you know, gone with the reboot and they use all different writers, I'm sure now things are different. But back when, in the days of classic Archie, back when I was there, the writers would draw out their scripts. Now, the writers didn't need to know how to draw. A lot of times the scripts that I would get would be literally stick figures and scribbles, just enough so I could tell who was who and what they were doing, what the story was. And then from there, me being the artist, I would draw the page as I saw fit to best tell the story in an interesting way and in a visually pleasant way. Now, because I knew how to draw, whenever I wrote a script, I generally worked out the page layout in that script too. And 99% of the time, if I submitted a script that they bought, most of the time Victor would just turn around and give me the script right back and ask me to draw it. So to me, working out the page layouts and the panel compositions in the script itself just saved me a lot of time when I sat down to draw it. So what we're looking at here, this is an Archie Jughead 6-page script by me. And it was The Secret of Jughead's Hat. Now, I do remember this one. This one I got into, you can see here's another page from that script. This one I wrote to, once and for all, explain what we're looking at when we're seeing Jughead's hat. And it goes into the origin of his hat. And where the Jughead hat actually comes from. So there you see how to make your own Jughead hat. So, and I believe this appeared in an issue of Jughead and Friends, the digest. So that's the whole script right there, all 6 pages. This looks like another little Archie cover sketch. This is a copy of that same script I just showed you. There's another little Archie, another version of that same little Archie story, cover for that story, The House That Wouldn't Move. And there's another version of that cover. Now, I have no memory of this one. I don't remember which version was picked. Oh, and there's another version, The House That Wouldn't Move. And I don't remember who drew it. It looks like this was for an Archie digest, but it doesn't seem likely. Oh, there's a cover sketch for The Secret of Jughead's Hat story. And as I remember, that was for a Jughead and Friends digest. I'm pretty sure about that. There's another cover sketch. Now this, I believe, I may be wrong about this, but this I think ended up being a cover of Archie and Friends. And it was, I think this was a Raj Patel story, which is why he's on the cover. And there you see, there's another version of the same cover, High Scoring Hijinks. Maybe this was for the digest. And there you see, attention, Victor and Nelson. That was Victor Gorelick and Nelson Ribeiro. Victor Gorelick, of course, was the managing editor of Archie Comics, and he's still there. Nelson was the digest editor, and he was the one I dealt with the stories for the digest. These are just some Xeroxes. At the time, this being probably now 14, 15 years ago, I used to fax my sketches in. So this looks like it was a copy of the fax. So, more copies. This looks like an unfinished script page, or maybe a deleted scene. Huh. Oh no, there's something that looks like it was going to involve the Mighty Crusaders. And it was a Wendy Weatherby story. I wonder why I didn't finish this. All right, I guess that about does this half of a tour. Let me know what you guys thought of this. If you guys want to see more, it looks like there's still a good stack to go through here. So I'd be happy to revisit this file again. Otherwise, I'll never do this again. I want to thank everyone who tuned in and listened to me go on and on like this about this stuff. I really appreciate it. Please, if you enjoyed this, click like, subscribe, and as always, hit that bell. Thanks a lot, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.